Hello there, YouTube. I hope all you all are having a blessed day. Today is Friday, January 30th, 2026, and the big snow has just started. We have about 4 inches of ice from the last storm. So luckily my driveway was cleared and it's down to gravel, so I'm good to go, but we are expecting anywhere from 6 to 9+ inches of snow. So I hope all you all are safe and warm and that the snow isn't too bad for you. Today we're going to have some fun. I finally got directly from Korea my, how do you say this? Mijello, Mijello, Mijello Mission Tourmaline watercolors. These are dual colored hypergranulating pigments. And I got the 34 set, and I'm very, very, very excited to get these in the pan and get them swatched and have some fun with it. So let me turn the camera around and we'll get started. Now, these things have come from the coast halfway around the world, are suddenly now in the mountains. So there's no telling what's going to happen when I open this. This is a watercolor palette that I printed on my 3D printer. You can see it's in different colors. And I also printed the full pans, and they sit in there like that. And I really enjoy doing this. I've had a number of palettes that I've made so far, and they are really, really nice. The only thing that they are not is airtight. So for my gouache, I have an airtight palette coming. I don't know what's going to happen when we open this, but this is Cloud White and Tourmaline and PW6. So all of these are granulating colors, and they will all contain tourmaline. So that is the white. Now I'm putting it back. This one is Sunrise Yellow, and it is PBR 33 and PY 154. The next one is Golden Brown Yellow, PY 150 and PBR 33. And this needs to be shook a little bit. It has separated. These are 15 mil tubes. The next one is Rudbeckia Yellow, and it is PY 65 and PBR 33. That's a nice color. Very, very pretty. This is Tangerine Orange, PO 36 and PBK 27. This one is Aurora Red, PB 29 and PR 122. Let me give that a little bit of a shake here. This will redistribute the binder and the pigment. The next one is Rose Magenta, PB 28, PR 122, and PV 15. That's a pretty color. This is Fantasy Violet, and it's PB 28, PB 29, and PR 122. Oh, that's a dark and moody color. I like that. This one is Aurora Violet, PB 29 and PR 112. And again, everything is contains the gems, the semi-precious, or I don't know what you call it, tourmaline. Okay, this one is Fog Violet, PB 15 and PBK 27. This one is Aurora Pink, and it is PB28 and PR112. This one is Azure Blue. Oh, that's going to be pretty. And it is PB28 and PBR33. Let's give it a wee bit of a shake. When you open it and you see paint, you're good. If you open it and you see liquid, that's the binder, and it could use to be shook. Okay, the next one is Marine Blue, and it is PB29, PBK27, and PR122. Now you could fill probably 5, maybe 6 different palettes out of each tube. So this is fantastic. This is one of my favorites, Indigo Blue, PB60 and PBK27. Oh, I do love me a good indigo and a Payne's gray. Oh my heavens, yes. And I'm not being real violent with these. I'm just applying light even pressure on the tube. This one is Shadow Blue, PB36 and PBR33. And that's a hint for you, all right? This one is Wave Turquoise. There's another one of my favorites. PB28 and PBK27. Oh, very nice. That's lovely. Oxide Turquoise, PB28 and PR101. Now here you can see the yellow liquid. That's the binder. So if you see a lot of it, your paint needs to be shook. This holds 36, but there are 34 in the kit. This is Jade Green. This has a lot of pigments in it. PB29, PB154, no, I'm sorry. PB29, PY154, PBK27, and PBR33. And you can see, I'm above sea level here, so I'm at about 3,000 feet here. It may not be the Colorado Rockies, but it makes a difference when stuff comes from sea level to the mountains. This is going to be pretty. This is Forest Green, and it is PB29 and PY150. And again, all of these have tourmaline in addition to the other pigments. This one is Grass Green, and it is PB28, PY154, and PY150. Let me give it a... This one is Aurora Green, PB28 and PY150. Oh, I like that color. Oh, I like that color. Now these obviously are going to shrink back when they dry, so you can top them off if you like. This is Ocean Green, PB36, PG7, and PBK27. This one is Pine Green, PG36, and PBR33. This one is Van Dyke Green, and it's PG7 and PR101. Ooh, that's dark. I love dark, moody blues and greens. This is called Milky Way Violet, and it is PY15, PY150, and PB28. This is ochre yellow, and it is PY42 and PBK 27. This is Island Orange. Ooh, that sounds fun. And it is PB28 and PO73. Now these colors may look off to you, but that's because they're dual pigment. There's two different, basically, colors mixed in, and they will separate once they're on the paper. Oxide Red Brown, and this is PR101 and PBK 27. And if you see that the binder is separating in the pan, you can use a toothpick or an awl to kind of stir it up. This is Mahogany Brown. Oh, I like me a good Mahogany Brown. It's PR102. Oh, that's a nice one. Ah, Coffee Brown, I like that. PBR7 and PBK 27. And any of the PBKs are black, and any of the PBRs are brown. Oh yeah, that looks like a good cup of coffee. Even though I like mine with cream, that looks good. This is Bark Brown, and it is PB36 and PBR33. This is Mine Brown. This sounds like it'll be like a Van Dyke, maybe. This is PBR 29. Yeah, that looks like an umber. And this is Granite Stone Cool Gray, PBK 27 and PW6. So it is a basic gray mixture of white and black. And this is the last one. This is Granite Stone Black. Oh, PBK 27. So I believe that this is, I think PBK 27 is Lamp Black, which is basically soot carbon. And they call it Lamp Black because they used to scrape the soot off the hurricane globes around the kerosene lamps. Is I'm going to turn off the camera and I'm going to get set up to do our swatching. The first swatch that we're going to be doing is going to be the color palette up here. I will take a piece of watercolor paper, I will cut it down to size, and I will put out a grid of the colors, and then we will put them on that. And then after that we will do a larger swatch on larger paper, and that way you get to really see the granulation happen. I wanted to show you this. This is the palette swatch, and I put all the names and the pigment information on there, and that will get glued in here, and then I'll have that. Here is the larger swatches, and again I was restricted with granulating watercolors. You need a lot of space to really get to see the beauty of them. So what I'm going to do is this is good enough for reference or for picking colors for a project. And I mean, some of these things are just, look at that one. Oh, that's just glorious. These are just so beautiful. So I am going to get set up with a couple of pieces of watercolor paper, and I think we'll just draw some pebbles.
Good night, Elizabeth.
Good night, John Boy. You are fair.